Hiya, my name's Nick. Just going to open this portal, call in our spirit team for our highest good, greatest outcome, clear and concise messages. I know I'm really giggly today. I don't know why. I keep feeling the urge to giggle. Something really exciting. So the last reading I just did, I was getting called by the crows to go outside because I had more messages coming through. So this is very specific to somebody who's on their spiritual path, recently just connecting with their spiritual path. And I got guided to pull the runes, hence the crows. We've got Hugin and Moonin, and working with Odin at the moment. So, okay. So I've had these two crows that have literally been sitting in opposite trees just outside my door every morning, every afternoon, and they've been having a little chat. So, and the other day I had four. So I needed to go and sit with them. They've gone quiet now, so they're going to give me some peace maybe. Anyway, so the runes. So I'm reading from the Ogam rune method. I don't know if I've pronounced that right. Anyway, first rune I picked up. So this is like the death in the tarot, death card in the tarot. It's like that. So this is very much a death process. This is transformation. So death always represents transformation. So something new is awakening. So this is somebody this is a challenge, the challenge position. So this is about somebody stepping up. So this one here is the transformation and the awakening process. So this is past, present, future. Somebody has recently awakened into their spiritual gifts and their intuition is getting stronger and on point. So there will be a process, a death process, and this is the death of the old ways, the old programming, which we do to ourselves and we've had done throughout our lives. Somebody's had the awakening process start, and the challenge is going through the rebirth. So this one here is, so the camera's the wrong way. This is healing of the feminine wound, and this could be male or female, doesn't matter who you are. This is the healing of the feminine wound, the deep feminine wound. This is healing process, and this is in the present. So this is maybe where somebody is right now, is tapping into those core wounds that we've brought through. So I'm not sure how much we know on this, but the generational, I'm going to say wisdom, comes through the maternal line. So whether you're masculine or female, doesn't matter. It comes through in the DNA from the maternal line. The male DNA breaks down over time. The maternal does not. So this is where the feminine wounds, even if you're a male, you still are holding those feminine wounds. So this is healing the feminine wounds. So somebody may even have feminine wounds from a female in their life that they need to do the shadow work on and do the integration of. Okay, this is, I'll get the right way on the camera, Louis, which is represented by the rowan tree. So this is insight and foreknowledge. So this is intuition, clear vision, and this is protection and blessings. So this is for the future. So you have protection, you have blessings coming in. And the action that we need to take is getting clear and concise, and this is about taking action, clear and concise about what you want to do with these gifts once you've integrated them all and once you're opening them all up. This is about practicing protection while we're doing this process. And what are we going to do with it? When we tap into this ancient wisdom and tap into the inner knowledge and the intuition, what are we going to do with it? So for me, it's about, I'm going to leave them in order over there. Just going to put them off to the side because I need this space. For me, it's about emptying the cup. As it comes in, you're integrating it, okay? Just tuck it away somewhere. Empty your cup because your head can get so full of information. And this is one of the reasons I started this channel, is because I get so much coming through. If I don't put it somewhere, my head just is going to feel like it's going to explode with how much I've got in there. So by putting these messages out there, it's almost like clearing the cache in your computer, you know, empty your junk files out so that we can see clearly, but it also allows room for more stuff to come in. I'm not saying it's junk. But anyway, we're going to do this reading. So this is a cup. Oh, nice. So I read this cup. I have a look at this cup beforehand, but then I put it up against the camera and I see a totally different picture. Okay. Oh, I actually want to put this. Okay. For me, excuse me, this is a tower moment for somebody. This is very much somebody, this is not you, I'm not saying this is you, this is somebody in your energy having a tower moment. It's almost like you can see the lightning coming down and see the inner turmoil, and this is almost collapsing from the ground up. So this is almost like a tower moment for me. Somebody, and they're not happy. Not happy. This may be somebody who's trying to stop your spiritual path. It doesn't have to be romantic. It doesn't have to be, it could be a family member. It could be somebody in your energy having a bit of a tower moment because you're no longer accessible in the way that you used to because you've had your spiritual awakening now. And once you've had that spiritual awakening, there's really no going back. Feeling very left out in the cold, almost like out there on their own, like you've completely forgotten them. So this may be somebody that you've cut off, feeling very small and insignificant in your life now. And this is what happens as we start to elevate and step into our true nature at our soul level. We just don't resonate with a lot of the old patterns and the old beliefs anymore. And the people that are used to us being one way feel like they're getting left behind. So somebody is feeling very left out in the cold, very isolated. This is not you. This is somebody in your energy. And it's because of your elevation and because of you stepping into a spiritual path. They just don't recognize you anymore. And they actually want to pull you back into being who you used to be. And this is where they're reaching out here. Even from their tower moment, even from, you know, as everything is collapsing around them, they're still wanting to reach out and pull you back into it. So just be aware of that. And I'm seeing this as you building your foundation. I'm seeing this as like an embryo almost sort of situation. We have somebody here who's quite new on their path. And this is something growing. This is a rebirth for me. And you're building a new solid foundation. And it's going to be quite unrecognizable to people in your life. Not the new people that you attract. You're going to attract new people and they're going to be on your frequency. But at the moment, while we're doing this little rebirth stage, oh, it's not little, I'm getting told, okay, thank you, Spirit. It's not little, it's huge. It's huge rebirth somebody is going through. Oh, I'm getting it right here. And this is tapping into a little bit of a self-worth issue here for somebody as it's climbing up and elevating. These new seeds are growing in the rebirth stage and coming up, and you're building a new foundation. Just be aware, this almost looks like a snake now throwing and spears coming at you here to try and knock your foundation here. Because some people don't want to be left out in the cold, okay? I'm getting told you are protected regardless. You are protected. Oh, look at upside down there. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. This message is becoming clearer now. So this is somebody who's got quite shamanic powers, ancient wisdom coming through, very ancient. Okay. Be careful what you sacrifice. I'm getting the right ears going. It's got quite a lot of pressure. So be careful what you have to sacrifice on this journey. So this is where the crows maybe were coming in with the Odin story, how he had to sacrifice an eye to get his knowledge. You need to climb the mountain, absolutely, and you need to see the seers and the mage, but just be careful what you are sacrificing along the way. Don't sacrifice yourself. I'm getting told it's yours. You don't need to sacrifice anything. Definitely climb your mountain for your knowledge, absolutely. And this is a personal mountain, not a physical. Oh, okay. I've seen that face with the hat on. Okay. The knowledge is inside you, I'm getting told. The knowledge comes from within. And be careful who you're listening to as you're doing this journey. Clear and concise. So ask for protection. Always ask for protection as you're doing it. Your blessings are coming, not a problem. So this is about, I'm getting order. So this is about order. I hope I'm putting this the right way up on the screen. Creating order in your spiritual path. So this is maintaining daily practices and, okay, somebody is working with the Christ consciousness here. I'm getting that from that. There's a lot of information out there and there's a lot of spiritual practices out there. Don't listen to me. Absolutely don't listen to me. I've done a lot of work, but I don't have all the answers yet. And this is what I'm getting told. Be careful what you're consuming and listening to, because use your own filter and your own intuition, because there's some things out there that are not necessarily for our highest good or for our ascension process. And this is about fine-tuning your practices for somebody new on the path here. Oh, my ear's really going here. Okay. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something. I'm not sure what it is. Something on my table that's not here. Okay. I'm getting asked to be careful who you call in. Be careful who you listen to. And this is a practice. And along the path, there's that you'll have many come in, many energies and spirits or frequencies, forces come in to offer you information. And you really have to have really, really disciplined spiritual practice and spiritual hygiene to make sure that going forward, this is what you actually want to work with, the energy that you want to work with. Because there'll be many tests along this climb up the mountain, I'm getting told. Okay. And tests. And it will be a test too. Okay, let's test your faith. And this is not an external force. Let's test your faith, your self-worth. Your solar plexus here. I'm getting the solar plexus. Your self-worth. Let's test how much you believe in yourself and how much you're going to listen to external forces. I want to pull some of these cards. This is the Celtic Tarot. Whoop! One's just jumped out straight away. Okay, we've got the Sun. Okay, as you can see from this, this is, for me, this is representing spiritual growth. It's also the solar plexus, the sun card. So anything is possible. And this is a beautiful, beautiful energy, beautiful card of somebody really in their power and tapping into the highest, purest form, I'm going to say, of spiritual practices. For this particular card, oh, we got some cacao fell on the table. That didn't even look like it was wet. Okay. So I like, in this particular card, see the decoration across the forehead there? So for me, this represents a bit of spiritual protection. Okay, you're divinely guided, but make sure you protect your third eye, your pineal gland, so that it filters only the purest form of information. I'm getting this information and really, oh, yeah, somebody's just be mindful of what frequencies you're listening to as well. I'm getting a frequency here, and it might be, you know, some of the things that we listen to and that's available to us externally. You know, they could say they're a frequency, and then, you know, you can hear subliminal stuff in the background. Just be mindful of what we're actually letting into our energy here. Okay. The Chariot. Okay. There's definitely forward movement. You've come a long way on your path, and there's still a long way to go as well, though, but you're really determined. And the thing is, we can't go backwards on this one. You can't go backwards. It literally is only forwards now. Okay, I'm just looking at the picture in this because you get a lot more from the pictures. I'm getting a balance of dark and light, and then middle ground. I'm getting the middle ground here. It's balancing those energies of light, dark, masculine, feminine, yin, yang, however you want to call it, and stepping into the power and moving forward. We've got to move forward, and that's not a problem, moving forward, but make sure you keep your spiritual practices up and your boundaries and your cleansing, and work out what works for you. Just because it works for me or you know, other people that you listen to, it's really about tapping into how it works for you. Oh, okay, this is beautiful. We've got the Judgment card. Okay, so as I woke up this morning, I was getting the whales, and for me it was frequency. I could see the whales, and so somebody has okay, so when the dolphins come through, this is a dolphin. So with the whales, it's more of a Lemurian frequency. For the dolphins, for me, it's more of the Atlantic frequency. So somebody has a recollection of a past life here. So this is inner knowledge and reincarnations. And so somebody is really tapping into the reincarnations and past life type information through this. For me, this is how this card is coming through with the intuition. Okay. Somebody's doing regression work here. Beware of the self-judgment, okay? And this is where other people and the energy in this cup, the energy that I've seen in this cup this morning, this is where this is coming through. So you will be leaving people behind. I'm going to say that clearly. As we have in past lives, we've done this before, okay? This is about tapping in. You already know. You're already remembering. And you'll start with the frequencies of the ocean. So I got a really clear vision this morning of the ocean. I was out on a boat, and the whales and the dolphins were coming up, and you could connect with them. You could actually speak to them. So this, oh, my ear's going again. This is all about frequency for me. This particular reading, somebody on their spiritual path is tapping into past lives and realizing frequencies and really getting clear with frequencies. It actually physically hurts our vessels now when we are around people of the wrong frequency or not aligning frequency. But the ones that are on a similar frequency, you can feel it. You can feel it, and you know you've had past lives with them. I'm going right into past lives again today for some reason. I don't want to pull any more of those cards. Okay, I'm not doing those ones. Which ones am I doing? I don't want to do those ones either. I'm not sure which cards I want to do. Maybe I'm not supposed to do cards. Okay, we're just going into messages. Somebody's telling me I need to talk more about the frequencies. Okay. Somebody here is tapping into Syrian frequencies. Now, I don't even know what they are. Okay, so the Assyrian frequency is something to do with the Atlantis and the Lemurian connection. I don't know where this reading's going. It's not what I planned on doing. Never is. Spirit's running this show. So somebody is tapping into frequencies. And, okay, I may be talking to somebody who absolutely loves the ocean. And I'm not saying rivers or water in general. I'm talking about the ocean here. And putting your feet in the ocean and going, okay, so somebody's ears going again. This is about you can hold a shell up and listen to those frequencies. So something about the ocean speaks to you. And it's because you have a past life connection. I'm getting asked to say, please don't judge yourself. And please don't let others' judgment of you stop you on your path. This is about putting boundaries and order in place and really stepping into who you are going forward. So you've already had the recollection, you've already had the spiritual awakening type energy coming in, which is that one. So frequencies are very, very important. I'm getting asked to relay this message of, rather than tapping into the internet for frequencies, maybe it may be a case of picking up a shell at the beach that you can listen to and use that as your frequencies, or using the earth elements, or using sounds of nature rather than a man-made frequency. For somebody here that I'm tapping into, it's more about listen to the dolphins and the whales as you sleep, or as you're drifting off to sleep. Somebody listens to music when they're sleeping, and I'm getting it may be tainted or it may be inverted. So if we can go back to the animals, specifically the frequencies of the dolphins and the whales. Okay, this was not where I thought it was leading, because we started off with crows and Odin, and I don't know. Oh, okay. Yep, okay, I'm seeing the Vikings now. Makes sense. So somebody's got that in the Norse with the runes. Okay, there's your connection. Sometimes spirit's not always clear. So somebody has a past life on a ship of some sort. Oh, you may even work on a ship now. That's okay. But it's the ocean and the beach and the water, and it's diving into the water, swimming around. Really, really cleanses. Okay, salt water, absolutely salt water. I've usually always got salt water in a spray bottle. I spray my bed, my space. I spray my home in salt water regularly. The crystals, make sure it's the crystals, not the bleach stuff that we get on the supermarket shelf. The crystals, the earth element, the purest form. Spray salt water, and you find with, I love salt water anyway, because of there's something about it that really is beautiful for curly hair. You don't get frizz. So I've always got salt water lying around. I spray my hair, spray everything. It's a really good cleanser. I put it in my fire, everything. It's a really good cleanser. But somebody is really drawn to the frequencies and the element of the ocean and the waves. So somebody's doing the waves. Okay, my ear's going again. Okay. Totally different note of this, something else has just come through. Somebody has a twin, and I'm not talking a twin flame or labels like that. I'm talking a physical twin. Somebody here that is watching this has a twin. Is a twin. I'm getting is a twin. Okay. Oh, maybe this is the left out in the cold. Okay, so the way it works with two that are so connected on that level is one will always go first. So they will catch up. I'm getting told they will catch up. So they're just a little bit slower behind you. Somebody's a twin. Oh. And I'm not talking, this is not a relationship as in a romantic relationship. This is a physical relationship. It could be a friendship, but I'm not getting it's a romantic one. It's a friendship or like a brother or sister, sibling type energy or a family member. Okay, feeling left out. That's who that one is, feeling left out in the cold. Once they've had their tower moment and they've done their processing, you have to pave the way and go first, because you've done it. You remember you've been here before. You remember. So because you've stepped in first and you remember, you've got to lead the way. So this is really about getting your spiritual practices in order, because you're going to be a leader for those coming after you. And it's because you remember. You've got it in your DNA and you remember already. So you're really stepping into your leadership powers here. And maybe that's the whole point. You've been wondering what the point is of all these spiritual awakenings. And I'm going to say somebody even has visions. There is a point to it. Okay, I'm getting told to wrap that up there. Oh, okay. Somebody's also working with the Egyptian deities. Okay. Which is actually quite significant if you haven't gone down that rabbit hole yet. It's quite significant. The Egyptian ties to specifically Atlantis and the frequencies. Okay, I've got... okay, that's another note. We're going to do that one on another video, I think, because I'm getting Egyptian goddesses coming in here. Healing. I'm getting healing. Okay, somebody is going to be tapping into some healing energy. Somebody's a natural healer here. And this is why you're opening your gifts. You're going to be a leader. I'm getting you need to go first. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I just want to say I'm very honoured to share this space with you. Very honoured. We all bring unique codes. Just remember that you don't have to be like anybody else. So maybe shut out the external noise and tap into your unique codes that you've brought with you. Oh, goosebumps. That you've brought with you. They're in your DNA. They're just waiting for you to remember and open those gifts. So I'm very honoured to share this space with you. I feel like some of us will be working together in the future, because down the track we're not going to need these internet things. Once you tap into your frequencies, we don't need spaces like this. We'll be able to do it over the ether. Okay, getting told. I got told to say things. I get told to say these things so that people stepping into their path, stepping up into their true nature, realise that you don't sound that crazy after all, okay? I'm just getting told. If I say it and it sounds a little bit crazy, it gives somebody else permission to say, hey, okay, maybe we're all a little bit crazy. Or maybe the rest of the world isn't. It's only an opinion, isn't it? Maybe the rest of the world needs to be, but you have to go first. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Yeah, my ear's going crazy. I feel like I want to put some salt water in my ear. Oh, nice. Something just rang the bell there. Stay safe. Stay sane, whatever that is. And don't forget to have a laugh. Okay. Much love.